Capital Subaru, we value your time. Whether you're here for service or working with our amazing sales team, everything is right here for your convenience. We offer a great selection of Subarus, an industry-leading service center that keeps you moving, and so much more. Like our living green wall, just one of the many features throughout our dealership. Looking for the perfect pet gift? Check out Happy Paws Pet Shop right here in our lobby. Or plan your next adventure in our fireside seating and find your happy place. It's always your time at Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
Welcome to the Asphalt Outlaw Racing series. Here I am covering for Austin, so not he all normally here. And doing the races today. Today they have done their qualifying. Notice I will pull up their qualifying results. So first is Bill Hales, second Nicholas Lawrence, third Michael Newman, fourth Kevin Winker. I know that name. Fifth Brody Bent, sixth Jesse Callaway, seventh Keith Prince, 8th Jay Stinson, 9th Dennis Steele, 11th Jeremy Talley, 11th Jesse Wise, 12th Michael Miller, 13th Haas Beverly. Is that correct? I want to make sure I'm not getting his. Yeah, Haas Beverly, the boss. And I can't see what the other part of it says of his name. Will Renault, Dylan Pass, there's 2 A's, Jonathan Herbert, Tyler Beverly, 18th Josh Scolino. These names are a little bit hard to see. It's white background. 19th Clinton Woodby, 20th David Traylor, 21st Joe Yanks, 22nd Randy Goosey. I think it'd be Goosey because there's not another O. 24th Colton Hardy, 23rd Colton Hardy, 24th Caleb Patton, 25th Andrew Hainsley, 26th Evan Schilling, 27th Robert Dudley, 28th Eric Hegdehall, 29th Isaac Smallwood, 30th Brandon Avila, 31st Rick LePage, 32nd Lance Thomas, and that is all the drivers tonight. Yeah, I pulled off pit road. We'll give them a paint refresh before we go green. This league is sponsored by NASCAR Diecast Sales and Card Breaks, Nirjuana, and Sonic Graphic Designs. I know Sonic from another league that I used to broadcast a little bit back. But this race here today is 83 laps. I still don't know why all my files in SDK have reset to basically take half of our logos off. Let me put one logo back. And Austin may have, this might be, Austin, I believe he covered for you all last week. I know last week we were having issues with SDK. The issue was we didn't have the subscription reactivated for some odd reason. Let me get one of this one logo is not wanting to work. I might just say, hey, whatever with it. I'm not going to deal with it right now. Yeah, we won't worry about that. Who cares? It's good. Not that big of a deal. Craftsman trucks, so low horsepower, high downforce. It's going to be really close together. Hopefully we don't see anybody blow up from shoving up. All that happened before. As Pace Truck will pull in here. Car will have the flag in his hand. Waiting for this long restart zone. And green flag is in the air. We are underway here. I do know Jay from, actually I met him in real life. He's from Bristol, Virginia. He works relatively close to that area. So yeah, there are some familiar names that I do see in this league, which is kind of cool to see. Knowing people in it, really. So far, so good. I don't really expect much early on. Which, knowing me, there's going to be like a massive wreck because of that. That's what it was. I was trying to save it in the wrong one, so my bad on that logo being messed up for you all. Got that figured out, so good job me. Do expect probably the top line to come in more than the bottom. It's just really, I think just because you have more or less wheel in it than anything else, if I'm being completely honest with you. That seems to just work a lot better. So yeah, as soon as I say that, there that goes that upper line a little bit stronger than the bottom. Let me guess what their fuel is. Let me see if they have any race info again. I just joined the Discord pretty, not super late, but no. What did it say? For their race info. So it's a 95% fuel, 5 sets of tires, free paint from Sonic Graphics. Sonic Graphic Design 220. Excuse me, I should have put that in the name. Did not see that. So 83 laps, so stage break at lap 25. So fuel is 95%. They will be on about, I guess, 38 to 45 laps on a full tank of fuel, but they won't be going that long because, of course, there's a stage break that's gonna kind of split that down the middle for them instead. So let's go let's go 92 Winker Nation, 29 Andrew. Got some people that are cheering certain drivers on. What you got to worry about super speedway racing is early on. Do not wreck. Have a car for the end. Give somebody room if they want in. Don't be the pain. Yeah. As they go 3 wide, as soon as I say that, 28's kind of stuck there. He's got guys behind him that are thinking about going to help him, but nobody's really committing. They're like, you know, I'm going to be there. I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be there, maybe. See that? What is that sponsor on that 8 truck of Nicholas Lawrence? It's an interesting sponsor from him. Not sure what it says exactly, though. Kevin Winker, he is out front. However, so he's doing a really good job right now currently. There's some chrome paint schemes up here. The 33's chrome. This is becoming a pretty popular scheme. This five truck that you see back here. This is Ricky Hendrick's paint scheme. It's the son of Rick Hendrick. Actually died in the early 2000s plane crash going to Martinsville. And so Rick Hendrick really likes to run that paint scheme. This is a red, black, and gray version of it, mainly black. They've replaced the blue with black, the red with, kept red with red, and the white. It's more of like a grayish color. You know, Kyle Larson runs that paint scheme basically every single race that he's in, which I find that paint scheme kind of annoying, but I know Rick Hendrick likes that paint scheme, so just something. If y'all didn't know that's what that paint scheme is from. HendrickCars.com is also owned by Rick Hendrick, so that makes a lot of sense. He started out as a car dealership. I believe at one point that team was even called All-Star Motors. I think it was All-Star Motorsports. I'm not sure. I know it was something completely different before. Got a little bit of movement up front here a little bit with the 28 of Dennis Steele. It's like he had a little bit of a run, and he was the truck that was stuck inside, and he's found his way up front, and kind of like that Liquid Death paint scheme also, just kind of looking at those. Y'all don't know what Liquid Death is. Liquid Death is just water. That's all that it is, just water. I think they kind of went with the joke of it looking like a Bud Light can or some alcohol, but Liquid Death is just water. Yeah, introduced 2019. I know that company wasn't that old. So far, we're seeing not one lane form, we're seeing 2 at least. So it's not staying just a big train on the bottom. There's some movement up high a little bit. The guys are pretty much going to stay tucked in. I have to guess they're going to stay really, really calm until the stage ends. We're getting a little bit of a shove here from that 8. However, the 8 doesn't have the 4 close enough to him, and he really needs him almost glued to his bumper, so he's getting a good shove. You need that guy behind you almost glued to you. A little bit of a 3-wide action here with the 16, the 33, the 29, or the 92 is trying to go up the middle himself. He's making moves. As you see, the 31 looks like he's just moving down the block. He's halfway blocking him, halfway not. Rhino, Lions of Bristol, I've been by that place. That's on Jay Stenson's truck. Haven't used it for anything, but I know where it is, for sure. As somebody just shot out, that might have been the 8 who got a bump that went out. I'm not sure if he did. He ran really wide. Oh gosh, that's about Got to be 4 wide. You can do this at Talladega. Is that you see him poke his nose up at the outside just enough to block him. As these guys are going to go 3 wide here, and it's only lap 12, so going at it early on, they are not afraid to do that for sure, and that's something interesting to see. Let me put a little bit of a gain on this microphone. There we go. My voice was a little bit quieter than what I think it should have been, but we got that sorted out. But this top line is disintegrating. Bottom line is okay right now. They're doing fine. Middle line is, yeah, they got bobbled up there, broke up a little bit because somebody was shooting outside. They're like, hey, I'm going to go here. And you're like, oh, okay, this is a joke. Is it not? Nope. Never mind is what they said to them. Hmm. 28, 31, 92, 16, 33, 4? Yes, in that line currently. Now his top line is getting more people. They moved up off the bottom. Now Winker's going to have to maybe fight for his position just a little bit. As you see, 28's really moving around. Dennis is getting a good shove from Jay. And that rear end's starting to bounce a little bit. You see a Mark Martin inspired paint scheme there. Somebody's car who had, or somebody's truck who had went by. Not sure who that was, but that was a very nice paint scheme. The 28, 31 still just up in that high line, shoving each other. The 20, oh, thought about going to the outside. He kind of did, kind of didn't. Now he's going to be the Lone Ranger out there by himself. He looked like he was going for it. I don't know if that was a late move by him, but that could end up really horrible. Winker's moved up in that top line. You might see guys show some loyalty to each other early on, especially build some friends. Not really move up or down from anybody. And so they see somebody jump out that wants back in, they'll be like, oh, you know, come on back in. Excuse me. Winker's got some help from Jay again. 53 and the 12. Right in that bottom. Winker could go back down to the bottom if he wanted to. Now he can't do that. I don't know if he's choosing to be up there. Yeah, he's definitely choosing. That 12 just gave the 53 a huge shot through the corner. And he really got him going. See if these guys can keep it together for 10 more laps until the stage break is going to happen for him. That's not too far off, so these guys should be fine with it. I need to tell him to turn that on. Probably need to change something here. That's why we don't get anything. I'm looking at Austin's stream settings that he put. See Kevin Winker. So now we got a third line trying to form again for the second time. They tried this earlier. It really didn't work for them. They're kind of trying it again a little bit now. 31 is the offset. He's trying to kind of block the 92 at the same time as they're going to leave Winker out to dry until he gets back to the 33. He's going to drop like a rock. He will go all the way back to only 10th-ish, I'd say. Might make some enemies here as Jay's kind of having to keep this 92 behind him. 92 is looking for a lane outside, but Jay moves up a little bit to block him. Don't really have anyone else behind him, so... Excuse me. Bit my tongue or something before I started this. It's kind of like hurting on the end of it. Wanker looks like he had something happen in the middle. He kind of bottled all them up. See, this 69 is not close enough to the 12 to really help the 12 at all. This middle line looks like they're working towards the bottom. They're staying middle. No, they're going to work towards bottom. All of them drop down there. Jay's about to get turned here. If he doesn't get down, he's about to get hooked. Intensity will pick up a little bit. So, stage break at lap 25. So lap 23 is when we'll probably see the most moves for a position. They'll just start going every which way and just throwing their head out the window pretty much. Getting them to do a lot of stupid stuff. It'll be interesting for them. We got a car on the bottom. Looks like that might be a lap car. It would be Lance Thompson. Yeah, Lance Thompson on the bottom. Let's see what we've got for a straggler here who's barely holding on. Hainsley would be the truck that's barely holding on to the draft right now. And again, that's not a bad thing because as long as he stays within 6/10 is what I found, you'll be fine early in the race. So he just doesn't want to get involved in anything. He's staying far enough back that anything happens, he can see that super easily. Winker somehow made his way back down to the bottom. They are coming to 5 to go in the stage. So get a little bit more interesting for them. They'll start to move around maybe just a tad more. Do expect you can make a 4th lane, but there's not really any room. You have to basically ride up on them to make a 4th lane. The 3's getting a shove from the 54. These guys are hooked up. They're just being really hard shoves. However, you got to watch that water temp. I've saw many people blow up shoving. Luckily, I've not managed to blow up shoving somebody. If it starts blinking, you got a little bit more temperature that you can give, then you got to back off and let it cool down because water temp is very important. It'll expire really quickly as Winker's going to go down, or actually go up to the middle, block the 33. 33 was thinking about outside, but he had the 3 out there. Now Winker is in a weird position. He's got to make sure to not be forced out. Have 2 cars who are pretty similar behind him. Jay, yep, he was looking to go to out or go up a little bit, and he did. He's going to try to get around the 53. He's up to the quarter panel of him. However, this 92 will get back to the bumper of the 53 and give him a shove. The 3 and the 45 going around the outside. They're hooked up too. The 33 going to come with the bump to Winker, and Jay's going to block the bottom. Cuts him off there. Be a little careful. The 3 looks like he's going to go middle of... Yeah, he's going to go down. No, he's going to block both lanes. Going to stay in the middle lane. Just after he decides, do I want to go high? Do I want to go low? He just decides to go down there with him. See him bottoming out in the trial. Well, that's one spot that drivers tend to shove more often than others, and it doesn't end up too well for them. They've always got to be super careful with that. Okay, there's going to be 2 laps to go in the stage when they get back to the start-finish line. So hopefully play nice with each other. Notice I said hopefully because there's no guarantee that they will play nice with each other, as the 8 is maybe going down pit road early. Let's see, yes he is. So we got guys pitting before the stage. Interesting call. Let me make sure that was the right stage. Yeah, lap 25 was the stage break. So that was a called move from them. That wasn't just a move saying, hey, we're going to pit. That's probably calculated. Jay's hoping this 53 will give him a big shove. He's not able to do so far. middle lane's breaking up again. They're getting guys that are going high. That's kind of breaking their momentum. They're seeing if they can get something going instead. Up in the very top line, they do have some time to make it work. They get that 5 shoving the 45, and that's 33 maybe? Whatever that is behind that 5, 77 shoving. Maybe you become a viable lane. 3's trying to get out in front of Jay and come down right in front of him. He's so close to being clear. He's right there with a maybe almost a door slam there. Maybe netcode. You do not want to get close to a car at super speedways. Netcode is the enemy in iRacing. You never touch somebody, but netcode. If netcode says you did, then there's nothing you can do about it. As there goes the middle line, they're going to break up again. Winker's going to have to be left to defend. He's trying to shove the 3 at the same time. Winker can't get to the outside if he wanted to. Denson and Hales on the bottom. Prince, Winker in the middle. 33 and 22 outside. Guys are trying to race for the stage. This is the stage. That would be Jay. However, I think it might be the yep, that was the stage right there, and it'll be Jay, I believe. And they're wrecking after the stage. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Hard racing for the stage ends in catastrophe for, it looks like, 6-ish drivers. Oh, no. Who started it? That is horrible netcode. Oh, my gosh. So it starts with the 33 and Winker. However, I know Winker didn't even touch him. I can see it from here. Look at this. This is netcode the whole way. Nope, this is actually the 72, or 22 runs into him. So the 22 runs into the 33, hits him down in front of Winker's path, and then welcome to super speedways. It's on from there. A lot of trucks jumped because of that. Let's see. I know Winker's going to have a little bit of a better view of this because he got turned to the inside. He goes down, comes back up front. 33, 22. White car, the 4, the 28 are involved. And everybody else just stops, but that's just what happens. See if the 22 lifted off, or if he might have not been expecting the 33 to maybe slow down as much as he did. I don't know if I don't think he expected him to lift. I don't know if he knew that was the stage end. Let's look at the 3. Did the 3 keep his foot down or no? Yeah, I don't think that the 22 knew that the 33 was going to lift like that. Yeah, that's... I don't know. I don't put that on the 22 there. I think that the 33... Because, I mean, you got to catch the pace car. That's one thing. But I think that the way everybody else was going, I would put that on the 33. Now, that was not like an egregious thing by any means, as these guys are down pit road currently. But I just think that no one expected that to happen. Or the 22 did not expect him to just kind of almost start slowing down like that much. That was a pretty fast deacceleration right there from the 33. That probably threw some people off guard because of it. Prince looks like he wins that race off pit road, but we will go to a commercial break here now that it's the end of the stage.
Capital Subaru, we value your time. Whether you're here for service or working with our amazing sales team, everything is right here for your convenience. We offer a great selection of Subarus, an industry-leading service center that keeps you moving, and so much more. Like our living green wall, just one of the many features throughout our dealership. Looking for the perfect pet gift? Check out Happy Paws Pet Shop right here in our lobby. Or plan your next adventure in our fireside seating and find your happy place. It's always your time at Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
As we are back here after the stage end, and that carnage that ensued has been sorted out. Some guys have used their fast repair. Hopefully they made it back to pit road, because if you didn't, well, you got to wait for the tow to get done with. That'll probably put you at least one lap down. And that's not what you want to see at all if you are a driver. This should be one pit stop to the end, if I had to guess. I'm hoping that I'm correct. I think I'm being correct with that. No, it will be close on 2. Have to see how they split it up. Pace car pulls in here. Starter's got the flag in his hand. Long restart zone here at Talladega. It takes you, feels like 20 years, but green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. Winker doing this all. Winker's trying to pass all the field by himself. This man's going to do his best Bill Elliott impersonation back in the 70s when Elliott unlapped himself twice at Dega and then won the race also. It'll be interesting. There's no way Winker's going to be able to pass this many cars up on the outside. There's Dudley. Dudley's paint scheme. The Mark Martin inspired paint scheme from the 90s. I was not born until 03, so I don't know if I didn't get to see it in person. But I actually have a car that was made that looks like one of these in the next gen's Chevy. So kind of cool to see more of those paint schemes that look like that a little bit. I wasn't a Mark Martin fan. I was a Jeff Gordon fan growing up. I was there for his last win. I've not been back to a race since then. And just said, let's go Smallwood. 42, 16, 63. Winker's still trying to make this work on the outside by himself. I think he's trying to get people to go with him, but nobody will. And there they go to the side a little bit. Somewhat a little bit of a move there. The Winkers, I'm surprised he's still doing this, though. The 88, he's going to hop up, and he's going to say, you know what, Winker, I'm going to try this. You've got a good truck. You seem to be fast. Why not just go ahead and hop up there, and we'll see if you can shove me up there. If you can't, well, sucks. But if you can, this is going to get interesting for sure. Linker's gotten another truck behind him now. It's decided to try to make it work on the outside. Man, that truck's not close enough, though. He might need some help getting up there. Oh, no, Winker's... He's dragging up to him. You can see him going outside. I believe that's a 77 on Michael Miller. No, it's a 17 of... Will Renault. He's actually a lap truck, so lap truck's paying him. A little bit of a factor here. It's not a bad thing as long as they don't wreck the whole field, and I'm fine with lap vehicles being up there. I saw them end up bad as they're scattering up front, trying to make a lot of movement. 88, he's going to go to the lead for just a quick second as they're getting a little bit wiggly there as the 99 goes to the lead. Slides down in front of the 49. The 49 looks like he's trying to make the pass himself and go around the 99. 92's going to come with a bump, though, to help the 99 get him up there so the 49 cannot clear himself down in front of him. So this is going to be interesting. Decided to sort of add a little bit more. No, the 28 had damage previously. He decided not to pit or fix his damage. That's interesting. And you see he's lost the draft too, so he needs a caution to get himself back up there. He's nowhere near anyone. That's kind of a hard thing for him to deal with too. .45's about to get turned here if he's not careful. Tyler Beverly. He's a little bit offset in that too. If he hits him wrong, he's going around. As 88's a big shove from Winker. He's trying to clear. Just can't get completely clear of them. He's right there at the edge of it. Incredibly close. .49 and the 99 still working the bottom, just a little bit up there. I'd say some of these guys are making me a little bit nervous. They're moving up a tad, and then I keep on thinking that they're going to come down the track a little bit. These guys hold it together again, I think. Pit stop at lap. See, they pitted 25. Say a pit stop around 60, not 60, 58 to 63. And I think we'll see more pit stops. So don't take that and run with it. I think around that we'll see some see some stuff go on. This 8 and 42 have now got some stuff going up on the top line, as this middle line is basically just disappear. Somebody's gonna get hooked here. I was trying to think, so I had my eyes closed a little bit to see what was happening up here. I didn't see these guys break apart basically and form almost a second group, it seems. It's Winker's got a strong truck here. He's definitely going to be one of the guys to beat. I would not be surprised if people try to do stuff to get him out of the equation. That's what you're going to have to do sometimes, is find a way to get one driver in a weird position where he can't do anything. I'm going to adjust a cable here. Give me a quick second. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better for me. I have a boom mic in the arm. The cables that are on it kind of move around a little bit, so I'm just going to get those adjusted to where they're not want to slack down some. But this 49 and this 99 are staying pretty hard on the bottom. They're not making it easy for anyone to get in front of them. As soon as I say that, the 88 hooks up on the 42, and Winker looks like he's clear if he wants to go down. Don't say no, he will. I had a feeling I was going to say it's kind of a little bit of a late merge. Now the 88 has no one with him. He's going to have to side draft everybody to try to get some help. But I don't think he'll get any help. It's not looking like he will. And that's kind of the moment where you're like, you know, this sucks. Because you're the only odd one out. You don't have anybody working with you. It's not a fun time at all. I know how that feels. See the 42 and the 49 now working the bottom. That is a... Why is the 24 that low? We're going to look at Rick LePage. Why is he down there? I guess he thought the 28 was going to merge up, and he kind of must honestly overreacted to that. See if he's able to maintain. Oh, he is not going to be able to maintain. He's dropping back even more. So that one move is going to lose him the draft. Yeah, he's lost the draft pretty much. Yep, he doesn't have any draft help. Up here right now, 41 laps of 83 done, so getting close to halfway. Actually, it probably is halfway now. Guys are being nice to each other so far. No one's made any aggressive moves. We saw a wreck after the stage ended. That just seems to be a mistake. They didn't realize he was going to check up as aggressive as he did. Or not even aggressive. It's just he didn't expect him to check up when he did. And got a little bit of a tap in the rears. 88 side draft, and that went wrong. There goes Winker into the wall. That will bring out the second caution. It's about to... Oh, and ARCA brake weakly. So, oh my gosh, the 18, you just used all your luck for this race up. This is the 88 side drafting too hard. He's come... I mean, he's really pinching these guys, so he can't... He's not giving them any room for error. The 49 comes up. He hits the 88 and then turns 42 and the 88 into the wall. And then who has ARCA brakes? 3 has ARCA brakes. The 18, I don't know how the 18 slowed down for this. We're going to look at the 18 actually. I want to see how close he got to hitting this car that was sliding down. The 18 was all over his brakes. He actually hit the grass. Oh my, he just nicked him, and that's not even going to be any damage to that truck. But look how close this is. He would have been stopped a lot sooner if he didn't clip the grass, but he did a good job not overcorrecting. Watch this. That's why he's so close to hitting Winker here. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. I think that was Winker's. He's already used his only fast repair of the night too, so that's gonna be tough for him. But they're gonna come in for pit stops here, and we'll get him a pretty good distance down. So see who can come out on top here with this. As Dylan Poss will actually win the race off the pit road. He'll take 2 tires and fuel, probably, maybe, yeah, he probably took 2 tires and fuel. He was only 8-second pit stop. Dudley looks like he was the only person who took 4 tires and filled it full of fuel. But now these guys have gone under a caution here, we will take another commercial break. And we are back here 44 laps into the race. Currently, caution has been done now as they are ready to take the green flag back here. Pace car will pull in. Long restart zone. Welcome to Talladega. 40, and the 90 will lead him to green as the 40. I don't even know what's going on right now, but we'll go with it. Oh, we got somebody around Bill Hales, but they're going to stay green. I'm going to see what happened to him. They stay. You're not going to throw a caution. Bill just ran up on the 88, and then the 28 punted him. Did a good job of saving it. Just I think he was surprised more than anything else. See, 47 laps of 83 done. They have 38 laps left in the race. Right now, currently, I know Hales will want a caution to get caught up to these guys right now, but not happening so far for him. So, he's just gotta hope that something else will fall into place and he'll be able to work his way back up to him. And right now it's not looking so hot for him at the moment. Guys are going to run 3 wide though, and this is a kind of a tighter 3 wide, not really giving each other that much room. I mean, there is room to move, but it's very little. That's when you see a lot of accidents happen. So they're fanning out down the backstretch, which is what I expect to see. Backstretch, you can kind of give each other a little more room. The corners don't narrow up, but it gets a little bit more difficult to deal with somebody right there with you. Is 5, who was, I actually mentioned his paint scheme earlier. He's made his way up to the front. The 11, I didn't really saw much of him. The 25 either. I haven't saw many of these guys up front. The 5, 11, 25. 87, we haven't saw that much of either. Actually, I'm going to check out his Twitch now that we're looking at that. Give him a shout out. What does his Twitch say? Yakes 37. All right, we're looking that up right now. So let's see what he's doing if he is streaming. Hopefully that's correct. That is not right. I can't type apparently. 87. Oh, it looks like he is live. Interesting. We're going to be looking at that a little bit. I kind of like to support other drivers. I know some broadcast companies, they don't like it when drivers stream their own race, which doesn't make any sense to me. This little group back here, 63, 54, 318, 69, and who else? Saw another car. That might be a lap car around them. However, most of the action is just up here right now currently, so 880 or 877 and the 2 making some movement around them. As we got somebody around, what was that? I don't know. You all probably saw that too. There was dirt being kicked up. So I thought there was somebody spinning, but evidently I was completely wrong on that. I could have swore there was somebody spinning just with the amount of dirt that was being shot up off the track, and don't do that. They're coming to 30 to go. Right now, currently moving around a lot at the moment. Five, 8, 49. Up here with each other. There's a little bit of a movement there from the 11. I think he's moved on his own. I don't believe anybody touched him at all. I really thought that was going to end up badly, but he's keeps it under him. Doesn't panic and wipe out the dude on top of him, even though that'd be really funny. You didn't hear that from me, though. Guys, again, so I expect, so they pitted on that 42. Not caution. Hitting wise, expect. I don't know if they can make it to 68 to 75. If they can't make it to the end. I don't know. I don't think they can make it to the end, so that's why I'm saying that. I'm pretty sure that's what it would be for fuel, at least. Dudley, he's made his way back up front again. He's been up front now. After he's got up front, he's kind of stayed there. He's not done anything. No hard to get up there. He's just raced his race and slowly worked his way up front. To these guys is the 99's going to go to the outside of him, the 8. Give him a shove. And the 92 and the 49 coming to give a bump to each other. As he's going to go down to the bottom in front of the 49, so he'll just kind of hop around him. They're going to run up on Bill here. Bill, see if he stays high or low. Probably going to stay low, if I had to guess. Out of the way of these guys. They're going to move up, actually. No, Bill's going to go below the double yell. That's a good move from him. He just decides to get out of the way of everybody else and not risk making a big mess. Some lap cars like to make a mess. They don't like to be nice to anybody. The 45 and the 33 are trying to get something going on the outside as the 8 got a big shove from the 77. That'll get him out in front just a little bit. This 49, I thought that 49 was about to get hooked for a minute. I was looking at the offset and I could have swore somebody was about to get the bumper and they were about to go right around, but luckily they keep it straight. Good job from them as the 8's getting a shove again from the 77. This group, yeah, we got guys just running the bottom. This is probably a smart move too. Just run the bottom, realize, hey, you got a long way to go. I mean, it's not like you have to absolutely go up there and pass at the moment. You can just kind of ride it out and see what happens. Seeing that very, very top line kind of just deform now. As we just had people go into the pits. Will and Randy went into the pits. That might be an early pit stop for them. And maybe they're trying to beat the field on pits. I mean, they're going to have such a big disadvantage on speed because they're not going to have any help. Question if that's going to work. '49s just staying to the bottom. That 99 is trying to do something with them. The 92's giving them a big shove. They're coming to lap 58 of 83. I'm not even going to say it. As soon as it would come out of my mouth, that would change. So I'm not even going to say what I was going to. Not going to give them the broadcaster's curse by any means. Not doing that. No pits, no more pits yet. That 8 just got a huge shove from the 77. I think the 77 is trying to back off. He's about to blow up here in a minute. Yeah, that 77, he's about to blow up. That's why he's not getting that close to the 8 right now. So 8 decides not to come down. He leaves that bottom open for him to get right back up with him. Would have expected him to maybe hop down to the bottom and try to stop him, but he decides against it, surprisingly. That bottom line. Now they're going to get the 2 up in front of the 49. It's the third or fourth car and that outside line that popped down to the bottom. And he wants to try it himself as it's a little bit offset. Now this, this top line got broke up. The 77 went down lower than what he probably should have, and they actually sort that back out. They get him lined back up again instead. 8 and the 2 get back going again. Two and the 8. Two are going to be the ones that are going to have to duel it out for a little bit. You're going to catch these cars that pitted at lap, what, 54, I believe. They're going to get to 25 to go. These guys get too hectic, though. We are going to take a commercial break here. They do start pitting. I will cut back, though. And like I said I would come back if they started pitting, and they did. Pits are now happening a little bit. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars that have came down. Would be Haas, Stinson, Hardy, and Hansley have came down pit road. This will be just fuel, most likely no tires at all. Yep, no tires, just fuel enough to the end. Jack should drop on Jay unless he's sped. Nope, there it goes. Woodby will lead that group out. Doesn't want to get too far ahead, though. Of them actually probably isn't going full speed because of that, coming off a pit road. Realizes, hey, we need to not be too far apart from each other at the moment. See, there's another group that's came down pit road. This is the main group. Looks like somewhat the main group, kind of another big chunk of the people up front that needed to come down pit road. See if these guys come down pit road. We got a lot of people on the bottom, and I mean a lot of people on the bottom. So I expect to see some pit stops coming this time by. We'll just see if that will happen. The 8 and the 77 are going to be the odd ones out if they try to pit. This group will not pit yet. They would be a little bit lower, way sooner. I thought I just broke this fingernail clipper. It was twirling in my fingers. Evidently, I did not. Will they come this time by then? They've got to come down pit road eventually. And it just depends on how soon or late do you want to do it. You're going to be taking less fuel. And right now, you're trying to run the fastest laps you can. If you're these guys up front, knowing that you have to pit at least one more time, you can't make it to the end. Let you know, hey, we're going to shove as hard as we can, get right up on somebody's bumper, and just go. And then take as little fuel as necessary. You're not taking tires. It's just going to be flat out fuel. Now, for these guys that pitted, you wouldn't care to see a caution because you didn't go a lap down. It wouldn't really throw a wrench in your plans by any means. The group still hasn't pitted, though. The group that did pit is running 51-second laps. The group that hasn't is running 52. These guys back here know that, hey, we're good on fuel. We can get nose to tail with each other and shove as much as we need to. Fast truck and wreck twice. Gotta love it. Love, hate for plate tracks. I hate plate tracks. I know how you feel, Winker. I cannot stand Superspeedway racing. I would fill up every track possible that is Superspeedway, and yeah, just not do that. I hate them. I can't stand it. It's annoying. Very annoying. Group still, this main one still, I know they did come down. I thought I was looking at the main group still. That main group finally came down pit road again. They were going to have to eventually, and I was wondering why they weren't doing it yet. Still came down pit road. This is the last pit stop for these guys. I was going to see where they merge is the question. Other groups going to be catching them here too. So where are they going to merge? It's going to take them a little bit to get up to speed. You're going to merge actually decently far behind this main pack, it looks like. Yeah, they're going to merge. Oh, the two might have just got a penalty for that. Yeah, they're going to merge way behind this main group. That's what happens when you don't pit soon, but not too bad for these other guys. However, they're kind of alone. They got the 87 and the 2 and the 4 up here currently. They're going to be swallowed up by this main pack that's going to be flying up on them here soon. They're not really swallowed up, surprisingly. I thought they would. They will get past, but they're not probably too worried about that. And they probably didn't expect to fully keep the lead, knowing that they were a little bit slower on the bottom. But not a bad pit sequence for them, at least. They did a pretty decent job of getting around them. Now these guys have done their pit stops here. We're going to take one last commercial break, and if anything happens, I will cut back like I did last time. And as I was just almost about to cut back, we do have a wreck that happens with 16 to go. We'll see what triggered all of this. Somebody in the top lane got a big, or middle lane got a big shot in the rear. Like the 16, 45 made contact down to the 99, and then that sets everything off from that point. I'm gonna need to get a better viewpoint from this. Go with the 16 Colton Hardy, and it's basically on from there. And really, honestly, not that many trucks involved. I thought that would be a lot worse than what it was. I really expected a lot worse than that. For Dega, that's a modest crash. Yeah, that's not a... That's not a horrible crash, really. I've seen Dega where it's just people take each other out, and yeah, that's not that bad. See, I don't think we'll see anybody else come down pit road though, because of that. So interesting. So yeah, but we will actually continue that commercial break now that we did cut back to that wreck that had happened. So we'll go back to that.
Capital Subaru, we value your time. Whether you're here for service or working with our amazing sales team, everything is right here for your convenience. We offer a great selection of Subarus, an industry-leading service center that keeps you moving, and so much more. Like our living green wall, just one of the many features throughout our dealership. Looking for the perfect pet gift? Check out Happy Paws Pet Shop right here in our lobby. Or plan your next adventure in our fireside seating and find your happy place. It's always your time at Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
as we are back here, 13 laps to go, so it's going to get pretty interesting here, if I had to say so myself. 13 laps. Hopefully we don't see too much crazy stuff go on. I say that, and yet we probably will see some ridiculous things going on. We do have a little bit of a different group up here up front because of the pits, or where the caution came out. Some people had pitted, so interesting for them. As pace car will pull off here. Long restart zone here at Talladega. Takes you forever to get through, pretty much. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. A little bit of movement in that outside lane. 90 or 88 kind of shot around the 87 or the 2 car. That was a little bit slower. Guys kind of jostling for position a little bit. Hopefully they keep it relatively straight. Everyone is there 3 wide in the back of the pack. They're almost 4 wide. That's getting close to, very close to being 4 wide. They almost ended up really badly. These guys are really, I was going to say I expect it to pick up later, but the way it is right now, I think that's going to stay as intense. We're probably going to see at least one more wreck happen. 82 and the 2 going at it right now, or 87 and the 2 trying to secure the lead from the 25 and the 11 currently. As we got somebody that's just shot down to the inside. I'm not sure who that was. Somebody really just went down low. Oh, that was almost bad. The 69 almost clipped the 63. Is going to wreck somebody here in a minute. Oh, that 63, I thought he was going to turn that 5 in front of him. That was getting a little bit too nerve-wracking for me. We're going to do 3 laps on board with 3 random drivers here. Let me get back to the start-finish line just so y'all can see what it looks like from inside of their cockpit. see, we have 6 laps to go here. These guys are keeping it. Never mind. As soon as I was going to say something, there comes a wreck behind him. As that, oh, we got somebody who was climbing the fence. Arca Break Weekly submission number 2, whoever that was. That brings out the 4th caution here. It looks like the 99 got up a little bit too much, and then he got sent around. The 88 got up a little bit too much. The 99 clipped him, and then it's on from there, and it's, hey, have fun. 5 climbs the catch fence. Gosh, who did Arca break that going in there? Had 2 people come flying in here. The 24, where does he come from? Rick LePage, this man just Kevin LePage the field in reverse. Yeah, that is Arca break if I've ever seen one. Yeah, Arca Break Weekly and the 40 also came flying in here. Randy. Yeah. Right there's two Arca breaks in my opinion. But that brings out a caution here, so it's gonna be interesting. These guys that pitted have enough fuel to make it. Is the big question. I think they should have enough fuel to make it. I don't know. We'll see a lot of guys down pit road. These are guys that were involved in the wreck that just happened, so it's interesting for them. Wait, what? Wow, okay. I did not know that there. Hold on, I'll go on mute for a little bit here. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. We will probably see, hopefully we won't see more pit stops. I don't think we'll see any more pit stops happen. Or no, any more cautions when I say that. But we probably will see some more cautions happen. So, it's going to be close. For fuel on some of these guys, I think some of the guys that came back down pit road pitted mainly just for fuel purposes. Good Lord, I can't even think of the name for it. What did I send here? I was looking for something. Find. But But see, lights do go out on the pace car, so it'll be a, I think, unofficial green-white checkered attempt. I think unofficial green-white checkered attempt is what it should be. And I say should be very iffy because it's Talladega. You can't expect to go green and not deal with some sort of catastrophe that just happened. Could end up really badly. So we'll probably see a lot of moves that drivers wouldn't normally make late in the race. Now they'll be making these moves because it's late in the race again, because you're going to be making them. You got to try to get some sort of position. Anything you can get, you're going to take it pretty much, if you can ever get anything from it. The pace car does pull off here. Starter will have the flag in his hand as the green flag is in the air. We are underway here. We are back underway here for a green-white checkered attempt. The 25 gets a good jump. The 87 is trying to block the 2. Keep him behind him at the same time. I see a lot of movements be made as the 45 will go in the wall, as that might bring out another caution. They're gonna stay green. Uh-oh, big one. Staying green, though. No caution's been thrown. That was maybe, I guess, out of the way of everybody else, and there goes the caution. As the 45 was the first car that I saw get turned in the wall. See what happened to him. Tyler Beverly. Just gets hooked by the 92, it looks like. Yep, right up in front of a lot of people, and then it's on from there. Yeah, that's really all that. No, there's something else that happens. But what in the world happened behind this? Callaway, something happened behind this. Also, Callaway is a big wreck. He's slowing down and gets clipped. Tries to save it. Does save it. It goes back up into traffic. And is that another ARCA brake in one of these same cars again? ARCA brake weekly, submission number 3. No, this is not ARCA brake. Yeah, this is just blindside. And I don't think he expected that at all. He's probably just driving along thinking, oh, this is going to go great for me. And then bam. So, yeah, that's not his fault at all. He probably didn't even expect that to begin with. It's kind of like, oh, this is going to be interesting for me at the moment. And that stuff happens, sadly. Sometimes you're the benefactor of it. Other times you're not the benefactor of it. Fuel's going to be getting weird for him now. But we will go to commercial break here as we're going to try to come back when they go green. As we are back here, lights have gone off on the pace car, so they will be getting the green this time by pace car will pull in here. Starter will have the flag in his hand, but again, he's way down there. Way down there. So we gotta wait for him to enter the Geico restart zone. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Guys are already making moves in the back, trying to get positions already. This is all take, no give from anyone at this moment. No give, which I kind of like that, to be honest with you. See what these guys do coming off the 3 and 4 here. The 92, who's actually driving a truck that the company sponsors this race. That's kind of cool to see up here right now currently. These guys are going to get the white flag, so whatever happens, happens. There's a wreck, whatever. Let's see how well they keep it straight as the 2 of Tally has found his way up front. Gonna try to block the 25. The 25 is gonna go to the outside as they're gonna get turned behind. This might be a drag race to the end as the 52, who was almost a lap down at one point. They're 3 wide for the race win. This is kind of weird side drafting. A little bit of rubbing. Don't wreck each other. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be an awkward finish. This is gonna be whoever can side draft the hardest. The 69, he could come in here and play a big factor. He's getting a big run. He doesn't have anywhere to go. He only has the 2 to help, and I think this will give the 2 the win as he's going to wreck the 2, and it will be the 2 who gets the win as he wrecks going across the line. I believe it was the 2. That was a awkward finish. But okay. We'll see if the 2 can do his burnout here, if he even has enough engine. He's not going to be able to do a burnout. That engine is expired on that truck. Blown up completely. See if he can even get around to the start-finish line to do his burnout. I don't think he can, if I'm being honest with you. Get in the Discord here. Somebody's doing a burnout. I don't know where it is. I can hear it, though. Jesse, that's who it is. Jesse actually got second. I was wondering where that second place car came from. That's the one that shot down to the inside. Yeah, Jeremy, I don't know if your engine will let you do a burnout. But I'll pull up the finishing order here now because, yeah, he's not going to be able to do much of one. We'll bring in the top 3 drivers here for an interview. The 25, the 69, and the 2. 25's in here. I need to bring the 2 up here. Let's bring in the 25 here. Hey, Braden, this is Bryce in the booth. Have a copy, man?
I gotcha.
Man, so you come home third, you fall a little bit short there, but, you know, how did the race go for you overall? I mean, did you expect to be where you were at the end of the race, especially knowing how crazy that it got?
Yeah, me, Eric Hegdahl, and Isaac Smallwood just tried to mind our P's and Q's at the beginning of the race. Pretty much moved in unison at the back, trying to save our fast repair and make sure we were there at the end of the race. There with about 20 to go, we were able to get to the front and then pretty much just tried to hold on to it from there.
Now, so what was going through your head when you saw that big wreck happen and you were able to make it through?
I didn't even really know what happened. I just seen in my mirror all the smoke, and then all of a sudden we were 3 wide and nobody was behind us, and all I could think about was Atlanta and the Cup Series.
What was going through your mind coming down to the start finish line, knowing that you were 3 wide and it was kind of weird? It was going to be a weird finish no matter what at that point, pretty much.
Yeah, I thought I had a decent chance there coming out of 4, and then we got towards the tri-oval. I seen the 69 car coming up behind us and knew he was probably going to help his teammate there below us. So just a bit unfortunate there, but it is what it is.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
I just wanted to thank Mo Powell, first of all, Eric and Isaac. They're big help. Definitely pushed me. They pushed me pretty hard up to the front there with 20 to go, and I can't really thank them enough. Isaac had to use his fast repair to save us there at the end. So
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home third today, man.
thank you.
That was the third place driver in Brandon. We'll bring in the second place driver in Jesse. Hey, Jesse, this is Bryce in the booth. Have a copy, man.
What's up, Bryce?
Man, so you come home second, spinning across the finish line. What was going through your head that last lap after you saw that whole wreck unfold, and especially coming down to the line, knowing that you might have had a shot to win it there if they would have not been using up the whole entire track, it seems.
Well, I was in the wreck on the back stretch, and luckily it just hit the right rear quarter panel. I came back onto the track, and I saw 3 trucks in front of me, and blue skies, and I was coming through the tri-oval, and I thought all I saw was basically my teammates back in, and I said, I'm just gonna send it, and I sent it straight into him. And he got the win, and I got second, so I guess it worked out.
So how did the race go for you overall, though? Because it seems like you were kind of one of those cars that kind of just hung in the back, and then when it was time to go, you went.
After stage 2, I got lost out of the draft, and everybody was cycling through pit stops, and I went in by myself on the pit stop, and about 2 laps later, the yellow came out, so caught back up. And Talladega is one of those tracks where you just kind of sit in the back and you wait for the stuff to happen.
Yeah, it definitely is a crazy track. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Oh yeah, my smoking hot wife, my mom and dad, my teammates, Joe, Jesse, Jeremy, Nathan, all them, because they're the ones that really put in my head what I need to be doing. Sonic Graphic Design, his paint will probably be on the truck next week. I wish it was on here tonight, but it wasn't, so, but that's about it.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home second tonight, man.
Thank you, Bryce.
That was Jesse Wise, the second place driver. We'll bring in the race winner and Jeremy Talley. Hey, Jeremy, this is Bryce in the booth. Have a copy, man?
I got you.
Man, so you come home with the win here. How crazy was that last lap for you, and how nervous were you coming down to the finish line, knowing that it was a 3-wide battle, but it was a really weird 3-wide battle?
Man, I was honestly a wreck until Jesse Wise told me he was coming in hot.
So I'm guessing once you heard that, you were pretty sure that you were gonna come home with the win there, because he did give you a really big shot in the rear that got you up there.
Now, I knew he was going to choose me out of those 3 because we're teammates, but I can say I wasn't expecting a shot like that, but I'll take it, man. Starting from the back with the EOL from last race, to be able to pull that off, man, it's a pretty cool feeling. It's definitely a track I needed to do it on, because the super speedways are more my strong suit than anything else.
And so how did the race go for you overall, though, from the start to the finish for you?
Well, these new updates, it honestly feels a lot more loose to me in the draft, so that kind of took a little getting used to over time. I've been out of this for about 6 months now, so I'm just kind of getting back into the feel of it, but it's pretty exciting. It's definitely a little nerve-wracking.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Oh yeah, Sonic One for the paint scheme. I appreciate it. The Vol Club, I appreciate them letting me run their logo. The wife and the family for watching. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home with the win, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That was Jeremy, the race winner. I will go over the finishing order here now as I check the Ghost Discord here for a minute. Brandon. Okay, that's all I needed to see. I will go over the finishing order. Jeremy first, Jesse Wise second, Brandon Villa third, Bill Hales fourth, fifth, Brody Bent sixth, Tyler Bentley seventh, David Trailer eighth, Keith Prince ninth, Nicholas Lawrence 10th, Dylan Pass 11th, Michael Newman 12th, Evan Schilling 13th, Haas Beverly 14th, Jonathan Herbert 15th, Michael Miller 16th, Clinton Woodby 17th, Jay Stinson 18th, Andrew Ainsley 19th will be Jesse Calloway 20th, John, I don't want to butcher your last name, 21st, Joe Yakes 22nd, Eric Hegdahl 23rd, Robert Dudley 24th, Will Renault, I butchered that too, 25th, Dennis Steele 26th, Randy Gosey 27th, Colton Hardy 28th, Rick LePage 29th, Isaac Smallwood 13th, Lance Thompson 31st, Kevin Winker, and 32nd was Caleb Patton. Not a bad race overall, but I'm not going to keep you all any longer, so I will let you all go.